season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a look here at the veteran under center, their seventh-year quarterback.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Banks. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Banks over the middle, complete. It's Ross. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. From the gun on 3rd down. Banks. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
Well, the top defense is in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Well, threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
This defense for the Rams, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw. Banks. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. As we count down through the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They clinch the top spots, so the road to the Super Bowl, it runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out and being really impressive down the stretch.
Absolutely, and you want to take momentum into the playoffs. There's also pride on the line for these guys individually.
Yeah, momentum and pride. Yeah, I'd make room for them and put them both in uniform.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And again, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DK Metcalf from 19 yards away. And the Rams are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shot of playoff football.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, with Saquon Barkley, you often think of the elusiveness, the quickness, but he can definitely run with purpose as well, and he's able to shed a tackler there and continue on.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys! Saquon Barkley, career touchdown number 136, tying it with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Now the Rams offense getting the football back. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
That's good for 28 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes two to tango. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Banks. And this is going to be incomplete. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And now they're in the hurry-up. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Banks. Pressure comes and down he goes. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. To throw on 2nd down. Banks. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On 3rd down, Barkley. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Mahomes now on first down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, L.A. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are able to widen their lead here in this first half. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's, you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with teams jockeying for position, one thing we do know already, they're all set. They've got the #1 seed in their back pocket with still 2 games to go.
And that gives you a chance to experiment a little bit as well. It doesn't mean that you just have wholesale changes, starters don't play. I'm not talking about strictly that. I'm talking about guys who maybe haven't played enough during the year, or you want to see them in different spots. You know, can that running back split out and catch the football a little bit as you head to the playoffs? Maybe you run a few plays to put them on tape and make your opponents.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 19 yards away. And the Rams come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
They're going to walk that walk, baby. Okay, ready?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw. Banks.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys.
Here we go.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
.46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Now the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 55 yards.
And the Rams get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And now here come the Cowboys.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Looking to throw on second down. Banks.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Out of the gun now on third down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw again.
He finds him again, Saquon Barkley.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
On second down, here's Barkley. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. Back now in Arlington. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is. This is intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Mahomes now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. 36 yards.
And the Rams continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
McPherson is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys.
Let's go now.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And quickly they get to the line. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DK Metcalf, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Rams take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up
Back to throw. Banks got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun. Banks.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Banks. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain well behind.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And the Rams are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right?
This is caught inside the 15. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
A 67-yard gain on the play. First down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mahomes going to throw it here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause, here we go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. It is not a game, it is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the paint. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
I'm really out for blood this time, look.